Hi, welcome to In the Garden. I'm Bryce Lane. Oh, that's right. This isn't the show. Congratulations to the J.C. Ralston Arboretum on the 10th anniversary of the Ruby McSwain Education Center. Really excited about the fact that y'all have gathered together to celebrate this great accomplishment. You know, I served as the interim director from December of '96, right after J.C. died, all the way till February of 1999. I remember when Dr. Tom Monaco, the department, had asked me to serve as interim director, and he said, it'll only be about 6 months until we get a new director. Well, it took Bob Lyons forever to finally agree to apply and then ultimately get that job. And Bob, thanks so much for coming on board. And we can really thank Bob Lyons for heading up and spearheading this effort to get the McSwain Center built. But you know, as interim director of the J.C. Ralston Arboretum, right after J.C. passed, it was a tough time. I was just trying real hard to keep everything together and moving forward. And I remember in January, after J.C.'s death, we had a memorial service for J.C. over at the McKimmon Center. And after that, I found myself at the Chancellor's residence talking to some potential givers for the building. And I remember we had to ask for a whole lot of money. And there I was sitting in the Chancellor's house for the first time in my career, thinking, you know, if these people knew that this was the only suit I owned, they wouldn't be listening to me at all. Well, I knew I was a fish out of water as a director then, but I kept pushing forward. Another cute story I thought you might enjoy hearing is having to do with the White Garden. Of course, you know, J.C. built that White Garden. It was called the White Garden at the North Carolina State University Arboretum. And of course, we became the J.C. Ralston Arboretum after his death. And we had some folks who gave some money to help support that garden. The Pringle family, and the Pringle and the Klein family provided money. So it became the Klein-Pringle White Garden. Well, we had a dedication ceremony at one of the galas, and the Klein family was there, the Pringle family and friends came for a dedication. I oversaw that dedication and then led the group on a tour. Well, I remember leading the tour, and one of the family members came up and he said, listen, he said, I've got to ask you a question. He said, I know who the Kleins are and I know who the Pringles are. He said, but who the heck are the Whites? Well, we had neglected to tell people that this garden was a theme garden with white flowers. And of course, that's just one of the many stories that I can remember during my interim directorship. But you know what? The most important thing I'd like to say right now is during that time, after J.C. died, the Arboretum stayed strong and moved forward as a result of the dedication of the staff and the volunteers that were involved with this garden. And if it weren't for them, we wouldn't really have what you see today. And I'm just really thankful for all the great directors that we've had since that time, but moreover for the staff and the volunteers that have helped this garden be what it is today.